Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. Sampler video series of videos I've been doing for a little while now. Go over there, try out food and drink items. Eat stuff and drink stuff that, folks, I'm going to talk about the stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. Happy Halloween! I forgot to do stuff for Halloween episodes. I kept meaning to, and I was like, I'm going to do it. And then I didn't do it, but now I'm doing it now. But anyway, folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammer on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm wearing grody work clothes. Typically, when I'm inside the truck and I'm wearing grody work clothes, that means I was on my way home from work and I found some shit to review for you. And yeah, that's basically the case. Albeit this originally this wasn't the intention for this to be a review. Like I said, the time I'm doing this, it is Halloween. And I plumb forgot to do Halloween stuff. Planned to, forgot to, but I knew that I needed to go over there and get some Halloween candy. You know what, with the kids and such, even though history has shown I'm probably not going to get any trick-or-treaters in my area, but whatever. I like to be there and be prepared, damn it. So I was looking around, and I'm like looking at the big bags of candy, you know, so I can fill up a bowl. And I found some stuff, and I was like, all right. Plus it's 25% off because it's Halloween right now. So what am I reviewing for you first, folks? It happens to be, boom! It's Reese's, but not just any Reese's. These are Reese's Peanut Butter Cups Werewolf Tracks. Milk chocolate with vanilla flavored cream. So we got like a half and half deal. All right. Get a thing for the thing here, and we'll kind of do it like this. All right. Let's find out what these are all about. I didn't know these existed, so cool. Open. Realistically, when I buy candy for Halloween, I'm just figuring out what candy I'm going to be eating for the next couple days. Because where I'm at, there's just, you know, not a whole lot in the way of kids, and like it's a kind of a secluded area, so it looks smaller than I feel like it should be. But let's open it up. Like, this definitely doesn't look, or at least feel so far. Oh no! Doesn't feel like a full-size Reese's. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just no, this is small. This is small. Yeah. That's a little guy. It's not like tiny, but that's definitely small. Telling you, folks. Telling you. But let's open it up. Let's see how this goes. Ah, it's sticky on the bottom. It looks like that. It's the little thing. Okay. Let me be honest with you. About 90% of that, probably. 85. Tasted like a normal Reese's. It was just chocolate and peanut butter and deliciousness, and that's just a good time. I just, you know, call me crazy. I like myself a Reese's. So it wasn't hugely different. Now, the nice thing is, because this is like a holiday version of it, you know you're getting a semi-fresh one. So, you know, it tasted nice. It's chocolate, it's peanut butter. You know, those things work together. Really, the only outlier here is the vanilla cream. Now, I'm not going to say the vanilla cream didn't play any role. Again, 85%, so that 15%, if I'm being generous, comes down to the vanilla. Now, you don't get a strong vanilla flavor because at the end of the day, it just has too much to compete against. The chocolate and the peanut butter, not only are they just stronger flavors in this instance, but on top of that, you know, if you're like me, where, you know, you've grown up with a Reese's as being, you know, one of your go-to candies, your brain knows what a Reese's tastes like, and so it just kind of fills in the flavor for you. But at the very beginning and at the end, you do get kind of a vanilla hit. Now, the kind of nice thing about it is that I learned this from watching cooking things. One of the cool things about vanilla, since vanilla is often so often associated with chocolate, another thing that your brain will kind of trick you into a little bit is like it associates those two things together. So when you get vanilla, it kind of amplifies the chocolate a little bit. And that's kind of what I got from this was like it was less about a super distinct vanilla flavor and more about it just adding kind of a little extra creaminess and kind of bumping the chocolate flavor up just a little. But like I said, you do get some vanilla flavor. The initial hit was actually more vanilla than anything, but that almost immediately faded out, like within, half a second. And then it was just chocolate and peanut butter. After that, chocolate and peanut butter almost the entire way, and then you got kind of an aftertaste of, some vanilla. It's not a bad idea. Like, I like the idea of it, but I think it suffers from the format in that not only, these would be perfect for the big cups, right? Because you got the big cup versions, which is usually what they do these days for a lot of their new flavors anyway. With those, it would give you a better opportunity to potentially work more vanilla in there, maybe create a little bit more of a half and half kind of thing, a little yin and yang. But these are so small that it's like you can really only do a thin layer of that vanilla, and, like I said, it kind of gets overpowered pretty quickly. But, two questions have to be asked. Would I get him again? Would I recommend him? Yes and yes. I mean, they're nice. I'd like to see him in like a big cup format. Hell, I'd like to see him in a non-Halloween format. I think that these are kind of fun, Some of the ones that they've done in more recent years for, like their special ones that they've done, I've been kind of here or there on. Some of them I've really liked. I reviewed the chocolate lava cake one. Go watch that review if you're interested. I've also reviewed the potato chip one, which I was a little bit more here or there on. Then I also did like the Reese's Puff one, which personally I felt was a little bit meh. These, honestly, again, I'd like to see them in a non-strictly Halloween format. And again, give them to me in a big cup. I think that'd be the best way to do that. But I would still get these again. I have an entire bag of them, honestly, and like I said, I'm probably not going to get a shit ton of trick-or-treaters, if any, so boy, oh boy, do I hope I like them. If I'm recommending them, though, yeah, I'd recommend them. They're fun, If you like Reese's, like, this is one of those things where it's kind of like, look, if you like Reese's anyway, these will work for you. Because they're not pushing the envelope too hard, They're doing what they need to do. They're a little bit of fun. Good times. Conversely, if you're somebody who, if you want that strong vanilla flavor, yeah, it's not going to give you that. But worst case scenario, still mostly tastes just like a Reese's. So if you're not into Reese's, no reason to try these. If you like Reese's, all the reasons. But anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year. Folks, go over there and have themselves a truly Reese's-tastic rest of your life, because again, Reese's are good. There's all these varieties, and there's bars, and there's the wafers. It's the whole thing. There's a pantheon of Reese's. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do it all the time, I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there, whenever possible. Take a step back. Try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives. Hopefully, do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, here's a question for you. Since we got the werewolf tracks motif for the Reese's, what's your favorite werewolf movie? Huh? Ah, there you go. That's a head scratcher. Because the sad reality is, like, there's not a lot of really good ones. Like, there are some, to be fair. But, yeah, it's very kind of, you do get those really good ones, but man, you get a lot of whiffs. I think for me personally, I have a certain fondness for the original Howling. I think that's a really good one. I even kind of like the sequels. Like, they're kind of stupid, but in a fun way. I also have a personal fondness for American Werewolf in Paris. London is better, don't get me wrong, but I saw Paris in theaters with a cousin of mine, so. But I'd be interested to hear what your personal is. The one I really want to see is Dog Soldiers, because I've heard everybody say that one's really good. So, but anyway, bye.